And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, and roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Klay Thompson.
You can never fully predict these long-term trends, but it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. That doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Big men on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. Max Christie out there with Flag. And it's Marshall in at the 3 spot. And for the Spurs, filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. And it's Fox in at the point. These teams are getting a double dose of each other, GA. How do you see these games playing out?
Well, oftentimes the team that wins the first one drops the second. I don't know why, but it seems that's the case more often than not.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
The 15-footer, good.
And how about the mid-range shooting of Fox? Definitely capable of sinking those shots with consistency.
Now Flag fires the 3. It doesn't go for him. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for San Antonio. Pass to Castle. Nice move. He gets that one.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle, can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Here's Flag. Last game we saw him score 32. Here's Marshall. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Washington finds Gafford. And here's Marshall. Releases. Wembanyama with the rebound. Barnes outside. Back to Fox. Six on the shot clock. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Most defenses want to protect the paint first. Great job there.
Dallas moving it around. Gafford sets the pick for Washington. Good on the triple.
Boy, you gotta love those wings that can shoot it like P.J. Washington. That's so much value to your team.
Barnes outside. Back to Fox. Rebounded by Gafford.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
You know, with Daniel Gafford, they have an element inside that a lot of teams are looking for.
Well, let's begin with his motor. Daniel Gafford wants to play hard and compete on every possession. He's a lob threat and a rim protector. Give me all of that.
And it's Washington missing.
Boy, they're slow to get it going here tonight. Just 1 for 4 to start.
And Fox has it in the corner. It's blocked.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Pass to Washington. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. San Antonio leading. Now here's Barnes. That one drives for him.
He's just able to score from anywhere on the floor, but Barnes loves that high percentage area.
Washington passes to Gafford. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And it's flag missing. Spurs leading by 3. Wembanyama looking it over. Vassell outside. Wembanyama against Gafford. And that one's good. Wembanyama.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Mavericks trailed by 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Marshall. Christie with it. Still without a basket. Now Castle. Unloads. Rebounded by Gafford.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
To the middle. Pass to Christie. Here's Flag. Christie with the screen on Fox. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Flag throws it down.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
One shot.
Free throw good. Flag. You can be sure, GA, that as the Spurs build this team, there will be no shortcuts.
Well, they're surely eyeing that group 8 hours north in OKC. Another young core that's not going anywhere. If the Spurs want to contend, the standard's been set.
Yeah, not just a finisher now. Barnes always willing to make the extra pass.
Mavericks trail by 5. Here's Christie. Scoreless thus far. Flag with it. Over in the corner, Washington. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Fox looking it over. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him.
The perfect lob partner, Wembanyama, with elite hand-eye coordination.
Last game for the Spurs. They picked up the W against Dallas. Pass to Christie. And here is Gafford. Here's Flag. Dallas again missing. To the paint. Deflects the pass. And that one's good. Barnes.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Mavericks trail by 9. Now Flag. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
Now, here's Fox. Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. And it's blocked. Here's Flag. That one's off. Still out of sync.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Now, here's Fox. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Mavericks trail by 9. Pass to Marshall. Here's Christie. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. Dallas, no good that time either.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Here's Wembanyama. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. 6 to shoot. Shoots. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. Flag with it. Over in the corner, Christie. Pass to Flag. Now, here's Washington. Launches a 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Now, here's Fox. And it's Flag with the rebound.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
And here's Marshall. Last game we saw him score 32. Pass to Flag. Drives to the hoop. That one goes. Count it. Flag's got 5 now.
Gets one to fall, but only a second make in the first 7 attempts.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And you look at this Mavs rotation now, Doris, a wide range of ages.
And that's important, Kevin, because typically when you start a rebuild or a build, it begins with young players. But inevitably, there comes a moment in time where you think we need some maturity and we need some veterans in our locker room. So it's always better to have a blend.
Five on the floor. Mavericks making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
And San Antonio has possession. 7-point differential. Nembhard against Harper. Kicks it out to Johnson. They set the screen. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
You know, some guys who rely on their strength aren't great shooters. Johnson, though, is in a different category.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And a wide open look for Flag. Off target from three-point range.
Well, he's trying to give this team a spark, but the bucket simply will not go down.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox. He said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you.
This is why perimeter defense is so critical. Everyone has a three they can drop on you.
Johnson, the pass to Cornette. 1:41 left to play here in the first. Shot clock at 6. Here's Johnson. It's rebounded by Dallas. Gafford's got his 4th rebound in this one. Flag with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Pass to Nembhard. Middleton on the wing. Defended by Sohan. Middleton can't get it to go. Spurs leading by 8. Here's Johnson. Here's Sohan. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. And while we can now, let's check in on the top scoring rookies in the NBA. Cooper Flag, number 1. 4th, Stephon Castle.
Talk about hitting the ground running. These two have made an immediate impact with their scoring.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Cornette. San Antonio making a switch here. Fox is checked in. And then for Dallas, Bagley, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Thompson comes in for Flag. And it's Williams in for Max Christie. He makes 1 of 2 that time. And great with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award. The Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
For Dallas, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Klay Thompson taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Well, Thompson is known for that shooting ability, but deserves more recognition for his defense. He's got the size, the lateral quickness, and most importantly, the desire defensively.
And so he makes both from the line.
I think when we look back on the career of Klay Thompson, he is going to be considered one of the greatest shooters in the history of this league.
Now, here's Fox. Bagley with the block.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Nembhard. Pass to Middleton for 3. Johnson with the rebound. Outside, Fox. Fires away from way outside. No shot off that time. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Spurs.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. Bagley is out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Williams. Then it's Thompson. And it's Nembhard in at the point guard position. Here's Cornette. A pass to Fox. in the layup off the glass. Fox has got his second bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Mavericks trail by 9. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Middleton on the wing, defended by Sohan. Middleton left side. Over Sohan. Middleton can't get it to go.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Outside, Fox. A shake. And here's Harper from the arc. They get it back. Cornette. That one good for 2.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
First team foul. Luke Cornette, shooting one.
One shot.
You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, two of the best to ever do it.
Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Mavericks in Dallas. Cornette kicks to Johnson. There's the drive, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 12.
Can't allow Johnson to get that deep. Once he's there, he's going to be able to score.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Is checked in for San Antonio. Dallas also making some changes. Najee Marshall is checked in for Bagley. E.J. Washington comes in for Klay Thompson. And Flagg subbed in for Williams. Middleton against Olynyk. Puts it up from 12, and the jumper is good.
Nice, a mid-range jumper by Middleton. I didn't know guys were allowed to take that shot anymore.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Inside, stolen by Middleton. Washington inside. Johnson on him, and he comes up with the deuce. Washington's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Mavericks. The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Pass to Olynyk. A three. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. And the Spurs lead by 11.
Boy, Kelly Olynyk on balance, soft touch with the deep shot. Love his concentration.
To the inside. And that one's good. Flag. 10 points for Cooper Flag.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Spurs leading by 9. Harper the pass to Johnson. Driving inside. Back to Harper. Sohan with the screen. On the wing, Fox. Clock at 6. And a miss there on the triple. Mavericks trail by 9. Pass to Flag. Dallas moving it around. Washington finds Middleton. Here's Flag. Carries it from three-point range. Flag's got 13 points.
It really helps their team so much when Middleton's passing with effectiveness, and it helps him out as a scorer. He's that much harder to defend.
Now, here's Johnson. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Sohan with the ball. Marshall defending. And the shot goes in.
You know, I like the fact that Olynyk didn't shy away from mixing it up. Remarkable at scoring despite getting hit.
The Mavericks have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Pass to Flag. Back to Nembhard. Marshall dishes to Middleton. Here's Marshall. Defended by Sohan. Now Marshall. The three. Rebound by Johnson. Down low. A nice shot by Sohan. And now it's a 10-point San Antonio lead.
And it was crowded down there, but still Sohan made the most of it.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Flag. No good on the triple. Spurs have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. And the dunk by Sohan.
Quick lift off the floor there, Jeremy Sohan.
Mavericks trail by 12. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy.
Start it.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Barnes comes in for Sohan. Vassell, he's checked in for Keldon Johnson. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Harper. And Dallas with a change here too. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Chris Middleton. Now, Flag, 13 points in the game. It's Nemhard on the wing. Dallas, no good that time either.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Fox. It's Vassell on the wing. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama, a screen. And the basket by Castle. Castle's got 5 now.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter. Shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger, but they can keep this up.
Now, here's Marshall. No scoring in this one. Here's Nemhard. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And so it's San Antonio with it, following the 3-point basket by Dallas. It's Vassell on the wing. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got 3 assists tonight.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Mavericks trail by 15. Pass to Flag. Marshall deciding where to go with it. For the screen on Castle. Flag trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for San Antonio. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Yep, that one goes in there.
He's been a marksman this period. Their shot mechanics finally in sync.
Here's Nemhard, and the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. He gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
5 on the clock. Here's Flag. Rebound, San Antonio. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
One thing we know, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
Wembanyama down low. Covered by Gafford.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Pass to Flag. There's a screen to end the run. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Here's Nemhard over to the left wing. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
And now look at Victor Wembanyama here. His last 10 games have been exceptional. First in blocks and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
He has been a human highlight reel all season long. Clearly the best shot blocker in the game right now, and he has the numbers to back it up. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Dallas also making a switch. Christie's checked in. San Antonio leading by 21. Johnson outside. Barnes, bounce pass. Castle finds Wembanyama. Offline from the top of the key. For Dallas, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks. Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Back to you guys.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And the Mavericks with possession here. Harrison Barnes missing his last shot to end the cold streak. And it's flag missing.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
Vassell, the pass to Johnson. Here's Wembanyama. Nice, 4 for 7 to the floor with that shot.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at the Spurs. They're sitting pretty, second place, looking to take the top spot. And, of course, there's the Mavericks, just way behind.
And right now for San Antonio, what an ideal start for them this season. I mean, it takes some teams a while to kind of come together. Not this group. They were ready right from the start.
And what a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. This kind of start sets the foundation for what could be a monster year.
Here's Christie. 20 points for him last game against San Antonio. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And here's Washington outside. That one's good. Just his third make brings him to 3 for 8 in this game. We've got 1:55 left in the first half. Vassell with it. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Dallas. And Wembanyama, no good.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Over in the corner, Washington. And the Mavericks, another 3.
Well, P.J. Washington, very dangerous as a spot-up shooter in three-point territory, especially if he's in the corner. Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there, that makes the game easy.
A minute 20 left to play here in the half. Pass to Christie. And here's Marshall from the arc. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 11 rebounds in the game. Barnes outside. Here's Here's Castle. It's good from long range. Castle's got 10 points in the game.
Feels like he has played a little more under control here in the second.
Pass to Washington. Here's Flag. Screen by Gafford. And that one's good. Flag. Flag's got 8 points here in this quarter.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Vassell outside. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
You know, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Marshall sets a screen for Washington. Over in the corner, Christie. Pass to Marshall. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And it's Washington missing. Vassell outside. Over Flag. And another basket for San Antonio. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Spurs out in front, delivering the blowout. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West.
You take a look at the Spurs, there are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on a team. But they said he can handle it, and they're proving it.
Yeah, they've got the character and the talent to be a top team in the league.
And moving on now to that first half, tough sledding so far for the Dallas Mavericks.
They've looked weak defensively. If you got any pride, they need to show it soon.
Yeah, they're serving up a buffet inside, and the other team's going for seconds and thirds.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Cooper Flag really making a difference here.
He's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
If he is in the area, he's going to challenge your shot. He's going to block it, alter it. He's going to have an impact.
Here's Washington. Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. Fox and Castle are their guards. And it's Vassell in at the 3 slot. And that's the 5 to begin the second half for Mitch Johnson.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Going into Wembanyama, any chance you get just makes a whole lot of sense. Victor is really on fire tonight.
And so it's Dallas with it. For the screen on Vassell. Pass to Flag. Back to Marshall. To the left wing. And stolen by Barnes. Now, here's Fox. He's guarded closely. Over Flag. Fox, no good.
When the ball touches the paint, you've got to swarm defensively. Really good job on defense.
Now, Flag. 16 points for him. From outside, off the mark. Wembanyama with it. Defended by Gafford. And the basket by Vassell. And 12 points for Devin Vassell.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Pass to Marshall. Castle against Christie. To the paint. Here's Flagg. And he uses the glass on the layup. Flagg's got 18 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Here's Vassell. The Mavericks making the shot. Takes the 3. Off the mark, only his second miss in 7 attempts. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
A 3 ball. And it's Washington missing.
Struggling to get into their groove here. Just 1 for 4.
Barnes kicks to Fox. Pass to Vassell. Now Wembanyama. He's covered by Washington. Wembanyama gets the bucket. He's got 14.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Dallas calls timeout.
Yeah, I think Coach calls his timeout right now because he's not happy with the distribution of shots. Difficult shots, contested shots. You've got to get a better offensive rhythm.
San Antonio, welcome to the Spurs squad.
This is a look at the NBA's assist leaders for the last 10 games. Gosh, can these guys throw the ball around the court? Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Fifth, De'Aaron Fox.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Marshall finds Gafford. Now Flagg. Three-pointer. And the foul on Daniel Gafford. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul.
The Spurs have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's Fox. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Pass to Marshall. Bounce pass Washington. Here's Flagg. Misses the 3.
Boy, a brutal start to the half. 1 for their first 5 attempts.
Fox passes to Vassell. Wembanyama down low. Covered by Gafford. And that one's good. Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Here's Flagg. 18 points for him. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Oh, the analytics department is smiling after that one.
7-foot shot. And there's Wembanyama on the assist by Fox.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And Marshall kicks to Washington. And again, unable to change momentum here. For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Fox. That shot is off.
Boy, he hasn't helped them much tonight, but they've gotten a lot of productivity from other players.
Now, here's Washington. 11 points in the game. There's the three, and he's good on the three ball. Washington's got 14.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night, 3 in the first half.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Vassell.
And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Fox. He's averaging about 19 points per, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch, someone the other players look up to.
Now, here's Washington. 14 points for him. Gafford sets the pick for Flag. Pass to Christie. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Flag missing.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Oh, and it's sent back by Washington.
P.J. Washington sends it back. Folks, he can be an enforcer on that end.
Castle finds Barnes.
Yeah, you see on display the length and speed that is a part of P.J. Washington's defensive game.
Well, what you get with P.J. Washington, we've seen it, Doris, an all-around game.
Kevin, he's cross-positional. He can make shots in big moments. He can absorb a huge defensive assignment, and the man loves to compete.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Dallas shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. To the inside. The shot's good from Gafford. Gafford's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Barnes outside. Castle a screen on Washington. Kept alive. Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
There's no stopping that. Wembanyama with a forceful finish.
Dallas shooting is leaving some to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. Pass to Flag. Looking to get it going. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Spurs.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
The first free throw is good. Several teams changing it up here. That one misses. DB, we saw a move by the league to let a little bit more contact go. Have they been consistent with that, or do you see some backpedaling at all?
I don't see any backpedaling at all. I think maybe the area where you most see this manifest is the point of attack dribble. That first dribble, defenders are really able to attack defensively. Listen, this is a hard thing. You want to bring more physicality back, but you've got to do it carefully.
So it's the Mavericks now, after the basket by San Antonio. Here's Flag. Got it. Good job in the low post. Flag's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Pass to Champagny. Now Wembanyama. Now Harper. 5 to shoot. Wembanyama against Gafford. Yes, that goes in. Wembanyama's got 16 here in the second half. Now Gafford. Pass to Washington. To the wing right side. Washington sets the pick for Flag. Rebound by Johnson.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And it's Sohan missing.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
Fires the three. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Harper. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
Well, you can see the team is just continuing to call his number. Until the defense figures it out, it ain't going to change.
Here's Christie. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Here's Flag. He's guarded by Harper. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Boy, that mid-range area, he just didn't look comfortable. Let's be honest.
Pass to Champagny. Johnson outside. From downtown, a rebound by Washington. Washington's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Flag. 21 points in the game. A three-pointer, no good.
Still looking for his first triple of the half. He had 3 at the break.
Here's Sohan. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
What a play by Sohan, making the adjustment to get to the bucket while taking the contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wembanyama.
Sohan, he's a unique player, about 6'8" and 230. He doesn't take a bunch of threes, good passer, and at times I think he can be used as a point forward.
Now here's Thompson. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Bucket is good.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Nembhard against Harper. 1:53 left in the third quarter of the game. Kicks it out to Johnson. Beyond the arc. Here's Cornett. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy. Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
1:27 left in the third. Here's Champagny. Nothing on the board. Harper dishes to Johnson. Pass to Champagny. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to sport a much better percentage.
Flag is checked in for Dallas. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Bagley the screen. Shoots the three. The offensive rebound. Another shot. And the layup is good.
How about the persistence on the backboard? Love how hard Bagley works on the offensive glass. Wants to outwork everybody.
Now here's Johnson. And here is Harper. Inside. Here's Cornette. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Cornette's got 8 points.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Pass to Sohan. Johnson against Thompson. Here's Champagny. Sohan with the ball for the three. And that one is off. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. We've got more in store for you right after this. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
We're not talking to each other. Offensively or defensively, let's talk.
And Coach Jason Kidd citing one of the things that can happen over the course of an evening, a breakdown in communication.
And the problem is, even in a league of superstars, this is ultimately a team game. You have to work together to succeed.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Sliding in at the wing positions will be Thompson and Flag. Chris Middleton is out there with Bagley. And it's Nembhard in at the one.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
Here's Champagny. Here's Sohan. Offline with his three. Middleton with it. Sohan's there. And Middleton, the basket on the assist by Thompson.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Now Harper. Pass to Champagny. The tray. Drills it from outside.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
And that one, good. Middleton's got 4 points this quarter.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Pass to Sohan. Back to Harper. A floater. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
And that one falls for Harper. So, Doris, when it comes to punishing flopping, the acronym is STEM, and you can walk us through this. STEM.
That's right, Kevin. Secondary, theatrical, embellished movements. Players are always going to embellish contact because they want to make sure the official sees it. What the league doesn't want are the flailing pirouettes, the exaggeration or feigning of contact. Those actions will be penalized.
And it's San Antonio with another.
Well, dependability, right? That is not wasting possessions. This is all about taking and making good shots.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Pass to Thompson from deep. Rebounded by the Spurs. Cornette's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Johnson, the pass to Cornette. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Mavericks. And the free throw, no good. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their system.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
San Antonio making a switch here. Olynyk's checked in. Dallas again missing.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
Outside Harper. Pass to Olynyk. This one for three. And it's Flagg with the rebound. Flagg's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Gafford. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. San Antonio with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. A nice shot by Sohan.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the 4th quarter for them. For three, Middleton hits it from three-point range.
Boy, this guy has been a completely different player in this half of basketball. Incredible.
Now, here's Harper. To the middle. Pass to Champagny. And stolen by Flagg. Here's Middleton. Got a hand on it. Harper against Nembhard. Outside Harper. Johnson dishes to Harper. And here is Johnson. He's covered by Thompson. Johnson, good.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Nembhard with it. And every team is trying to ward off or recover from injuries. So, Doris, how much separation is there with regards to team training staffs?
Now, this is a great question, Kevin, and I think one of the things it highlights is how important every member of your staff is, from your head coach to the assistant coaches, down to the training staff. An 82-game season will challenge any medical staff. They are invaluable to your organization.
Now, here's Johnson. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. 4 on the shot clock. Sohan. A three-pointer off the mark.
He's got to know not to take that shot when he's so closely defended. Some
nice passing here by Dallas. Harper to screen on Olynyk. Middleton for three. A three-pointer is right on target. Middleton's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Mavs. Outside Harper. Pass to Champagnie. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Champagnie's got 6 here in this quarter.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Here's Middleton. Rebound by Sohan. San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Here's Johnson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Nembhard after the made shot from Keldon Johnson. Thompson from long range, and Gafford throws it down.
Well, Daniel Gafford sets a solid screen, gets off it quickly, and gets a bucket.
Harper against Nembhard. Pass to Champagnie. And here is Johnson. Olynyk, a screen on Thompson. Johnson from outside. Rebounded by Gafford. Dallas shooting the pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Back to Nembhard. Gafford sets the pick for Nembhard. Connects from three-point range.
Boy, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's gonna make you pay.
Champagnie passes to Olynyk. Down low. Pass to Champagnie. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Thompson. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Champagnie. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And the Spurs making a change here. Bryant's checked in. Olynyk the pass to Harper. Pass to Johnson. And the three off target. And the Mavericks with possession here. On the wing, Christie. Defended by Sohan. And here's Washington outside. Hits the three-point bomb.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
Bryant looking around. Pass to Olynyk. Outside Harper. Screen by Olynyk. Fires from deep. 6 to shoot. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. And here's Marshall. And there's the call on Dylan Harper. That's his first foul. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
It's good. Flag's got 23 points.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Olynyk. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
Dallas ball.
Ryan is checked in for the Spurs. Harper comes in for Jordan McLaughlin.
Harper.
So it's the Mavericks now. Now Christie. Puts up a three. And it's Harper with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Astro Linnick. Back to Harper. Shot clock at 5. And Olenek gets it to go on the assist by Harper. Harper's got his 6th assist on the night.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
Here's Christie. Now, flag. Dallas, no good that time either. 1:43 left in the 4th quarter. Pass to Sohan. Spurs working the ball around now. And the dunk by Sohan.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Mavericks shooting 40% in the 4th. Now, here's Washington. For this screen on Harper. Harper with the steal.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gouty win for the Spurs.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Victor Wembanyama.
So highly effective on the offensive end. At times, this guy just scoring at will. Boy, you give him that much space, he's going to look like an elite shooter.
And 1:01 left in the 4th quarter. Now, here's Harper. Pass to Sohan. Back to Harper. Shoots from 12. And it's San Antonio with another.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Here's Flag. Back to Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Here's Harper. The Mavericks making the shot. Pass to Olenek. Now, Sohan. Johnson with a screen on Washington. And here's Harper from the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. Flag with it. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.